Marketing AI Radio, your shortcut to building smarter AI-driven marketing organizations.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. You know, AI is everywhere these days, right? And I bet you're thinking about what it means for us marketers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So today we're going to dive deep into an article called 5 Skills Every Marketer Needs in the Age of AI.
Sounds good.
It's from a site called marketingfrontier.ai, which right away I thought that's interesting.
Yeah.
They're kind of positioning themselves as
Yeah.
like the experts on AI for marketing. So let's see what they have to say.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so they start off by talking about this huge shift that's happening in the job market.
Right.
The World Economic Forum predicts there are going to be something like 78 million new jobs by 2030.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. 63% of employers say the biggest problem they're facing is a lack of skills.
Oh, wow. That's a big gap.
It is a huge gap, and that's why they wrote this article. They want to help marketers like us develop the skills we need to thrive in this new AI world.
So they're saying don't freak out, upskill.
Exactly. Don't panic. There's opportunity here if you're ready for it.
I like that attitude.
So let's jump into the first skill they talk about, which is process optimization.
Okay.
Now, when I first saw that, I thought, wait a minute, isn't AI supposed to optimize things for me?
Yeah, I had the same thought.
But they make a really good point. AI can only optimize what's already there.
Right. It's like garbage in and garbage out.
Exactly. You can't just throw AI at a broken process and expect miracles.
It's like trying to build a house on a foundation of sand.
Ooh, I like that analogy.
You need a strong foundation first, and then you can use AI to build something amazing.
So how do we build that strong foundation?
Well, the article talks about process mapping.
Okay, process mapping. I've heard of that.
It's basically about taking a step back and looking at how things actually work in your business.
Like from start to finish.
Exactly, from getting a lead to closing a sale, launching a product, whatever your process is.
And then what?
Then you use tools like Lucidchart or Miro to visually represent that workflow.
Ah, so you can see the whole thing laid out in front of you.
Exactly, and that helps you identify bottlenecks, redundancies, all the things that are slowing you down.
Okay, so it's kind of like decluttering your house before you have guests over.
That's a great way to put it. AI is the guest, and you want to make sure everything's running smoothly before it arrives.
I love that. So once you have that clear visual map of your process, then you can start thinking about where AI can really add value.
Right. It might be automating certain tasks, analyzing data to predict outcomes, or personalizing customer interactions, but you need that solid foundation first.
Got it. So process optimization, it's not about letting AI do all the work. It's about setting ourselves up for success.
Exactly. It's about working smarter, not harder.
All right, on to skill number 2. And this one had me a little nervous, coding basics.
Oh, yeah, that one caught my eye, too.
I mean, I'm a marketer, not a developer. Do I really need to learn how to code now?
Don't worry, you don't need to become a full-blown software engineer.
Okay, good, because that's not happening.
But the article makes a case that even a basic understanding of coding logic can be hugely beneficial in this AI-driven world.
Okay, I'm listening. But what about all those no-code tools everyone's talking about?
No code is definitely a big trend, and it's making technology more accessible, which is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
But here's the thing. Understanding the underlying logic of code helps you use those tools better.
How so?
Well, you can unlock more powerful features, customize things to your specific needs, and troubleshoot when things go wrong. It's like knowing how to change a tire.
Okay, I get that.
You could call roadside assistance, but being able to do it yourself gives you more control and independence.
So it's about being more self-sufficient in this new tech landscape.
Exactly. And it also helps you communicate better with developers and data scientists.
That's a good point. I've
Yeah.
definitely had conversations where I felt like I was speaking a different language.
Right. Well, even just understanding basic terms like API, JSON, and data schema can help bridge that gap.
Okay, so APIs, those are like the messengers that allow different software systems to talk to each other.
Exactly. Like when you book a flight online and it checks prices across multiple airlines, that's an API doing its thing behind the scenes.
Cool. And JSON, that's how computers understand and share data, right?
You got it. It's like a universal language for data. And then data schema, that's basically a blueprint that defines how your data is structured.
Like a set of rules.
Exactly. Like a spreadsheet with clearly labeled columns, that's kind of like a data schema.
Got it. So it's not about becoming a coding whiz. It's about gaining enough technical fluency to collaborate effectively and make informed decisions.
Exactly. And the article suggests building a glossary of key terms, taking some free online courses, or even just playing around with low-code platforms like Zapier or Bubble.
Okay, that sounds manageable.
The point is to start somewhere and build from there. You don't have to learn everything at once.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So what happens if I just ignore this whole coding thing?
Well, the risk is that you become increasingly irrelevant as AI becomes more integrated into marketing.
Oh, it's not good.
Right. Those who understand the basics of code will be the ones driving strategy and innovation. They'll be leading the conversations, making the decisions, and reaping the rewards.
Okay. I definitely don't want to be left behind. So coding basics, it's on my to-do list.
Good to hear. Let's move on to skill number 3, data fluency.
Data fluency. Okay, I've heard that term a lot, but honestly, it's always seemed a bit abstract to me.
Yeah, I get that it can seem kind of vague.
Like, what does it actually mean to be data fluent?
It's more than just crunching numbers in a spreadsheet. It's about understanding what the data is telling you, spotting trends, identifying opportunities, and making smart decisions based on that information.
Right, because data is the fuel that powers AI.
Right, exactly. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
Yeah.
If you're feeding your AI systems bad data, you're going to get bad results.
The article gave this example of a company with a messy customer database, and they were trying to use AI for targeted advertising.
Oh.
I know, but because their data was all over the place, they ended up targeting the wrong people with the wrong messages.
What a waste.
I know, right? Talk about a marketing fail.
Yeah, that's why data fluency is so important. It's not just about having the right data. It's also about understanding what it means.
So it's like being able to tell a story with the data.
Exactly. You need to be able to extract meaningful insights from the data and communicate those insights effectively.
Okay, so how can someone like me, who's not a data scientist, actually become more data fluent?
Well, the good news is there are tons of resources available these days. The article suggests learning data visualization tools like Tableau or Google Data Studio.
I love those tools. They make data so much easier to understand.
Right, they can help you turn raw data into compelling visuals that tell a story.
But it's more than just making pretty charts and graphs, right?
Right. You also need to understand data governance.
Data governance.
That's it. It's all about making sure your data is accurate, consistent, and secure. It's like housekeeping for your data. You need to clean it, organize it, make sure it's stored properly.
So it's about having good data, not just a lot of data.
Exactly. Quality over quantity. And it's also about being able to communicate effectively with your data teams.
I have to admit, I get a little intimidated talking to data scientists. They always seem to be speaking a different language.
I get it. But the more you understand their world, the better equipped you'll be to leverage data effectively in your own work.
So don't be afraid to ask questions and learn some of their lingo.
Exactly. The more you can speak their language, the better you'll be able to collaborate with them.
Okay, I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together. It's not just about learning isolated skills, it's about developing a more holistic understanding of how AI data and technology are transforming the marketing landscape.
Exactly. It's about becoming a more well-rounded marketer who can thrive in this new world.
I like the sound of that. All right, that was a lot to take in. We've covered process optimization, coding basics, and data fluency. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll dive into the final 2 skills, experimentation and AI-powered decision-making. Stay tuned.
Need help upskilling your teams? Want AI integration support, including use cases, training, change management, and process optimization? Go to marketingfrontier.ai to discover how we can help.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking about how to not get left behind in the age of AI for marketing. Okay, so the next skill they talk about in this article is experimentation.
Ah, yes, this is a good one.
Yeah, this is where things start to get really interesting, but also a little scary.
I get it. Change can be scary, but in this case, I think it's more exciting than scary.
Okay, tell me more. Why exciting?
Because AI gives us the ability to experiment faster, cheaper, and on a larger scale than ever before.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think a lot of marketers, myself included, can get stuck in our ways.
It's natural to be hesitant to change, especially when things are working, but that's where AI can really help us break out of our comfort zones.
So instead of just sticking with what we know, AI can help us explore new possibilities and find even better solutions.
Exactly. It's like having a digital assistant that can help us run all sorts of experiments and analyze the results so we can learn what works best.
The article actually highlighted this case study from Click Mechanic, a car repair company.
Oh yeah, what did they do?
They used AI-driven testing to increase their revenue by 60% in just 2 months.
Wow, 60%. That's impressive.
It is right. And they did it by constantly experimenting with different approaches, using AI to analyze the data and make adjustments along the way.
So it's not just about having AI, it's about using it to drive a culture of experimentation within your organization.
Right. It's about being willing to try new things, fail fast, and learn from your mistakes.
And AI can help us do all of that more efficiently and effectively than ever before.
So how do we actually get started with AI-powered experimentation? Any tips?
Yeah, a good starting point is to create a testing culture within your team. Encourage everyone to brainstorm ideas, try new things, and don't be afraid to fail.
Easier said than done sometimes, though, right?
It can be, but it's important to remember that failure is just a data point. It's an opportunity to learn and improve.
I like that prospective failure is just data.
Exactly. So don't be afraid to experiment and see what happens.
But where do the ideas for experiments even come from? Can AI help us with that too?
Absolutely. There are AI tools out there like ChatGPT that can help you brainstorm different approaches, analyze data to identify patterns, and even predict potential outcomes.
So we can use AI to come up with ideas and test them. That's pretty amazing.
It is, and there are also platforms specifically designed for running experiments like Optimove and Optimizely.
Oh yeah, I've heard of those.
They allow you to set up A/B tests, personalize content, and track results, all while leveraging AI to analyze the data and optimize your campaigns in real time.
Okay, so we need to be comfortable with data, understand the basics of code, and embrace a culture of experimentation. It's like a whole new way of thinking about marketing.
It is. It's about becoming more agile, data-driven, and adaptable in a world that's constantly changing.
And AI is the key to unlocking all of that.
Yeah. Exactly. It's the tool that can help us navigate this new landscape and thrive in the age of AI.
All right, we've covered 4 skills so far: process optimization, coding basics, data fluency, and experimentation. Let's move on to the 5th and final skill, AI-powered decision-making. This one feels like the culmination of everything we've talked about so far.
It is, in a way. It's about bringing all those skills together and using them to make smarter decisions faster.
You know, in the past, it felt like so many marketing decisions were based on gut feeling or whoever had the loudest voice in the room.
Oh, yeah, I've been in those meetings.
It can be frustrating.
Yeah.
Right. But with AI, we can actually take the emotion out of decision-making and base our choices on hard data.
That's right. We can analyze historical data forecast ROI and make decisions that are backed by evidence, not just intuition.
They mentioned this study by Accenture that found a U.S. retailer unlocked $300 million in value by using AI to power their decision-making.
$300 million. That's serious money.
Yeah, it's a powerful example of what's possible when you combine human expertise with the power of AI.
It's about using AI to augment our own abilities, not to replace them.
Right. It's about finding that balance between human intuition and data-driven insights.
Exactly. And that's where those 5 skills we've been discussing become so crucial.
So by developing our skills in those areas, we can become better partners with AI, using it to enhance our own decision-making capabilities.
That's the goal. It's about working with AI, not against it.
All right, I think I'm starting to get the bigger picture here. This isn't just about learning a bunch of new technical skills. It's about developing a whole new mindset.
It is. It's about embracing a mindset of continuous learning, adaptability, and collaboration.
And maybe even a little bit of courage to try new things and step outside our comfort zones.
Absolutely.
Well, you know, at the beginning of this deep dive, I was feeling a little overwhelmed by all this talk of AI, but now I'm actually pretty excited about the possibilities.
Me too. It's an incredible time to be a marketer.
Yeah.
There's so much potential for innovation and growth.
So what's the one piece of advice you would give to marketers who are listening to this and thinking, okay, where do I even start?
I would say don't overthink it. Just pick one skill that interests you and start learning. There are so many resources available online, free courses, articles, videos, you name it.
Yeah, the key is to take action.
Yeah.
Don't just sit there and wait for the AI revolution to happen. Be a part of it.
Exactly. The future of marketing is being shaped right now, and you have the opportunity to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So go out there, learn, experiment, and have fun.
That's a great note to end on. So that's it for today's deep dive into 5 skills every marketer needs in the age of AI. We hope you found it helpful and inspiring, and most importantly, we hope it motivates you to take action.
Thanks for listening to the show today. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Visit us at marketingfrontier.ai for more resources, tools, and expert advice. And until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what AI can do for you.